Todd?
How we doing, man?
Good.
Fire away.
Probably an ideal start. I mean, obviously you scored enough points, but still a lot to work on, a lot to build off.
Yeah, I think the best thing about coming out of Tennessee was the win. And we got plenty of things that we can improve on and focus on doing better this week. It was good to get one under our belt and have that be in the W column, but we're excited about our next opportunity.
Todd, the way you rotated the backs, Marshawn a lot in the second, saved him for the back, but again, getting both Jalen and DeAndre, is that an ideal matchup for you? Or was that more matchup based on Tennessee?
We're really fortunate to have three talented backs and NFL starting caliber running backs, and so for us it's just a matter of keeping those guys fresh. There's no real plan where we're on a rep count or anything like that. It's just a matter of rotating them enough that we feel like we're getting the best version of those guys when they do play.
How much of an advantage is that knowing that you can save Marshawn to be that guy, that closer, so to speak, and yet you still have the fresh legs, in all three guys?
Yeah, there's definitely something to that. I think having fresh legs in the fourth quarter, especially for a veteran like Marshawn, really plays to our advantage, and that's something we hope we can continue to do throughout the year, is keep them fresh.
Have you settled on Marshall Newhouse at right tackle?
That's an ever-evolving situation. Marshall's played really well. I'll leave it at that with you. He's certainly done a great job in the eyes of the coaching staff and has warranted a lot of playing time. So we'll see how that all develops, but we're happy with what he's done.
You had the preseason slate to kind of get used to the process of getting plays in on time and getting everything organized. How did that go in the first regular season environment? Was anything different?
No, it was a comfortable feel. I think the communication from the staff to myself and into Derek with the play calls is something that's going to continue to improve, but we're pleased with the trajectory it's on.
To give him an opportunity to make the adjustments at the line, do you want to get the play in to him relatively early so they have a chance to set up and do their thing? Or?
Yeah, even if it's not a play where we expect Derek to make any adjustments at the line, even if it's a call it and run a play, I like to get the play in as quickly as possible and give those guys time to digest the play call and huddle and then to get up to the line of scrimmage as quick as we can. You never want to be up against the clock.
Did the whole getting the plays in and out, did it go as smoothly as it seemed through to the untrained eye? Are there some hiccups that you still want to smooth out?
Coach Del Rio does such a great job of setting up practice to be a game-like environment. And so I call the plays into Derek with the walkie-talkie at practice and get plenty of reps at that. So at this point, it's second nature, our communication via headset. Always looking for ways to improve that, but I was certainly comfortable with the way it went.
We have seen in the past where Derek's like, come on, and I didn't see any of that.
Yeah, I think the game situation for us really played out in our favor. We were able to kind of maximize our communication both in between drives and during the drive. So pleased with the way it went, and hopefully we can continue to take steps forward there.
How conscious are you of spreading the ball around? I mean, it worked out that everybody seemed to get involved. Is that a high priority, or does that just evolve as the game evolves?
Well, we have a really talented offensive staff, and throughout the week, the game plan we put together has designs on featuring different matchups throughout the game. So during the game, I'm not thinking, oh boy, so-and-so hasn't gotten the ball in a couple of drives, but we do put a game plan together with that in mind.
How would you assess Amari's had some big plays, also some balls in the floor? How would you assess it overall?
I think everybody fits into the same category as Amari, that we're looking to improve each time we take the field. And I think Amari would own up to the things that we expect him to do a little better next time, but he had a good start. It was a good first game, and certainly made a play early to get us going and get the juices flowing on the sideline. So we're expecting big things out of Amari this year.
Even if you say, as you said, you're not conscious of got the ball to someone, does it work out well just from an effectiveness standpoint to just have that balance?
Absolutely, yeah. Reggie McKenzie's done such a great job with Coach Del Rio putting this team together and this roster together. It's nice to have different options and different weapons, whether it be in the run game with Spell and Marshawn, or whether it be in the pass game, being able to create different matchups when one matchup's taken away. It's nice to have an arsenal, that's for sure.
Yeah, Jared had a very nice game week one. What would you say is the best thing he brings to your offense?
One more time.
Jared Cook, he had a very good week one. What would you say is the best thing he brings to your offense?
Yeah, he's certainly a weapon in the pass game. You know, he's got a lot of size, a lot of length to make all sorts of different contorted catches and things like that. His speed in the middle of the field is huge, but he's a complete player. You know, you can't get a beat on Jared as just a receiving tight end. He's going to get in there and he's going to scrap in the run game and in protection. So his versatility is paramount to our success offensively.
When you self-critique the game, which I'm sure you go over every call that you made, when you look at that goal line sequence, do you say, man, we should have had one of those plays, or do you think, God, I should have ran Lynch from the 2, or that's what people do from afar, but what do you do to yourself when you're looking at stuff?
You know, I certainly look at every play call and wonder if that's the best position I could have put the offense in to have success. And I look at that whether it's, you know, 3rd and goal on the 2 or the first play of the game. That whole sequence, I won't reveal too much with you, but there were certainly thoughts to run the ball there. What they did defensively kind of changed our approach, and we had some built-ins because of that. But we're really comfortable as a staff with the game plan we put together for the low red zone.
And all 3 plays could have succeeded, right? If they were
Correct. Yeah.
One more, guys. Oh, scared.
No more. All right. Thank you, guys. Good to see you.
Check out the Ryder Cup. I thought it was a hit feature.
Oh, that's right. I remember going.
Yeah.
You guys ready? Happy Thursday.
Coach, obviously playing at home, the crowd will be pretty rowdy. How will that play to your advantage on defense? Obviously, that's a big contributor.
No question. Anytime you get a chance to come home and play against your home crowd, it's really exciting. The opener at home, exciting, and the hometown and the crowd being behind us, it's certainly, you know, as exciting as playing at this level is, it takes it up a whole nother notch when you're at home.
Kenny, there has been, at least from the outside, a lot of question marks about your defense going into the season. Did they surprise you at all in that first game? What was your overall assessment of how you guys
Did they surprise me?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, there was no surprise. I mean, we're with these guys every single day. We watch them study, we watch them work, we watch them practice, we work with them and coach them, and there's a lot of teaching going on, and this is the professional level. These young players are really talented. And it's a matter of you know, a lot of things are involved in playing your best football. And I think that the way the young players have grown, the way the older players are leading and making their plays, I think that there's no surprise at all. We expect to play well and to play solid football.
With all the young guys, how important is it to get a good start, get some confidence going for all these younger players who are playing?
Well, you know, younger players, you know, older players, players that are in the middle. I mean, confidence is really important for all ages. And that's what the preparation, that's what practice, that's what film study, the coaching, the teaching, all those things during the week, they are connected to your confidence on Sunday. You know, you can't have confidence at the end of the week if you aren't handling your business in your practice and your preparation during the week. So it all comes, it's all connected.
They got the ball the first time they got it, went right down the field, and then never again. What, any reason why? What did you tighten down? What were you able to do?
Well, it wasn't tightened. If you really watch closely, when they made the catches on 3rd down, I mean, 1st and 2nd down, we were really effective. 3rd down, our guys were all over them. They're really competitive throws, really good catches. I mean, they had to make really great catches. And we really feel like if you have to compete at that high level, they're going to make some catches. They're pros too. But at the same time, they're not going to make those throws and catches all day long. So we were very encouraged by how hard we were playing, about the way we were scrapping, clawing, competing to get the ball. So with that setting the tone, we knew that we were ready to go.
What did you see out of Sean Smith?
Well, Sean was very effective. I mean, Sean's a good football player. It's a matter of, again, everybody working together. I think the team, the unit is really close. Everybody really cares about one another, and everybody really helps each other out. And we only want the best for each one of us. But Sean is a very good professional player, and he has reemerged, as you can see, ready to play high-level football.
When Khalil's doing what he's doing against double, triple teams, and when Eddie's doing what he's doing, when some of the linemen were down blocking on him, what does that do for you as a coordinator, not needing to blitz every snap or even close to it sometimes to get the sort of pressure you're looking for?
Well, I'm not sure, what your strategy is, but it's just a matter of understanding we are a physical team. We play really hard, and the guys are really executing. The coaches are really doing a great job teaching, and really working with the guys and preparing them. And I think that we're looking for consistency. It was a good start, but by no means are we finished. We're just going to be very consistent, physical, hard-working team, and we're expecting. We have a lot of high expectations. Really excited. Markel did an excellent, solid job. He was making all the solid calls, getting everybody lined up, always in the right spot, tackling really solid, tough tackles. Playing middle linebacker on a team like this with some really good football players, that's a really challenging position to be in, especially a team, and from the leadership on down, there's some high-profile former linebackers on this team, so he has a lot of expectations, but really, really pleased with his development, and we have always been a developmental staff. We want to take the guys and really develop them into the players that we know they can be, and so far in his development, Markel is doing a really good job.
In terms of him making the calls in his team, is that something that initially you had to piecemeal him and give to him slowly, or is that something that you just threw on him?
No, he came off the plane. When he got off the plane, he was making calls. He's been making calls his whole football career. Just because now it's at the NFL, it doesn't change. He's been making them in college, high school, little league. He's a talker. He's clear. He's confident, and he's an NFL middle linebacker.
What afforded you to help take some of that pressure off of Markel, where he didn't need to be out there every down? He didn't need to be the one you're speaking to in the headset and making the strength calls in every snap?
Well, they work together. Corey and Markel work really well together. Corey's another outstanding young athlete, and I think they're a duo working together, doing a really good job of communicating, executing, understanding, and really, again, the work is done during the week. We can tell early in the week how they approach the week, how they sit in their chairs, how they take notes, how they practice, how they discuss and communicate in practice. By the time the game comes, we have a really solid idea about the type of performance we're going to see.
You talk about how you watch guys in meetings, how they're sitting, how they're taking notes. How important is that to you, and is that really something you stress, having been a former player?
There's no question. We've seen a lot of really good players. We've seen a lot of not really good players over the many years, and I've been fortunate enough to play with a lot of Hall of Fame players in my time, and you kind of get the mannerisms and the ideas and the understanding and the different ways that people approach the game, what they act, how they act, and the things that are common amongst the really good defenses, the really good players, and focus, attention to detail, guys that really understand this. They get to be here, and they find a way to work together and really have an understanding of why. Those are the guys that usually are your best players.
What would you say is the most challenging?
Body language isn't good throughout the week. Are you going to pull him to the
Well,
side?
it won't happen. It won't happen throughout the week. Dave, the very second you see it, you clean it up, and then you move on.
Is that something you clean up, or do you go to maybe a team captain and say, hey?
Oh, we all work together. I think that we all make it clear what our standard is, and then myself, the coaches, and the other players, we all make sure that standard is upheld.
What would you say is the most challenging thing about the New York Jets offense?
Well, they're really good, and I think that it's just for us to understand our idea is to always worry about us. I mean, the Jets, they throw the ball well, they run the ball well, they have really good skilled players. The offensive line is very physical, but it all comes down to our execution, our ability to show up, our ability to really play well and tackle the way we're supposed to tackle. So our execution and our importance is about us, and we're worried about how we show up and ready to go on Sunday.
stopping the run, making offenses one-dimensional. Those are things that you guys want to do every week.
Right.
What on Sunday did you see about what made your defense effective in that regard?
Well, stopping the run, going into it, they had 2 really good runners, really good offensive line, and they've run over 100 yards at a high level throughout the season last year, and we really felt like it was important for us to take that away from them, make them really one-dimensional. And we felt, going into it, the team that we're talking about, Tennessee, if they rushed for under 100 yards, they were they didn't win as many games. They were 0-14, something like that. And so we felt like stopping the run was really important to us, and it put him in obvious situations, gave us a chance to really get our coverage and our rush to work together, and we felt that we accomplished that.
That third down play for Nicholas, when you got this help, you guys get the stop, get off the field. What stood out to you on that?
Well, just the focus, being a linebacker, really tracking down the runner, the way his speed, and a lot of people just see the tackle that Nick made, but 29 turned the ball back and gave his body up and turned the ball inside, made the runner jump up. Defensive line chased it down and knocked off the pullers. 58 jumped in there and knocked off a guy. I mean, the team worked together. It was a team stop. And a lot of guys just see the hit at the end, but all 11 guys had a part in that big third down stop.
Jack has said that your interior defensive line had been upgraded. Do you feel like they showed that in the first game, or are you excited about that mix as a whole, Mario, Eddie, D'Amico, over?
We'll see. It's just one game. This one game doesn't make, a reputation or a season. I think it's important that the consistency and want to see how they respond. I think it's important for the young players to see what NFL ball is like. Now they have a great idea of what it's like, and we have a standard we want to set, and I feel like our direction is going in the right way.
In terms of the talent that you have on the inside, do you feel like you have a good mix for every situation, whether you need to stop the run and short yardage or pass?
Well, we'll see. We'll see again. It's still early. It's one game, so we have a lot of situations left, and we know that each game brings up different challenges, different struggles, different situations, and this game will be no different. And we're doing a job of trying to do a great job of preparing our guys for all the situations.
Last one, guys.
Canelo or Triple G?
Oh, boxing question. I want to be very competitive. You like competitive, entertaining fights.
All right, thanks, guys.
That didn't answer the question. Come on, man. You got to speak with me.
I don't pick. My job's to coach.